All right, Morgan, Kai, how are the both of you feeling after this one today, and then of course after the road trip to Cincinnati?
Basically just feeling like we need to do better. We know what we can do. We need to just transfer it all onto the court. That's all. We just need to play harder so we can finish out the games and get some wins.
Yeah, I agree with Morgan. But we don't want to get down after these losses. We know it's a long season, so our attitude right now is to keep fighting.
Morgan, you were able to get to the free throw line a lot today, actually tied for the second most free throws made in program history. Just what has been your thoughts today? Most 18 points, tied with KP for the most on the team that did tonight.
Basically, I was just thinking we just needed to attack. We needed to be aggressive because we were down. We needed to draw as many fouls as we could because those were where the easy points come from. So I was just making sure I was getting downhill, being aggressive, so I could help the team.
Kai, you also picked up a career high at the board. You guys managed to out rebound West Virginia tonight. What were you seeing down there in the front court?
I think for me, both on the offensive and defensive end, if we're down, then we know we can get more points, and that's going to give us some fuel. It's going to give us some motivation. So putbacks, that's all I was thinking about. Every time I shot go up, I wanted the board.
Morgan, did you see any surprises out there this afternoon? Did West Virginia pretty much play like you expected?
Yeah. After like the scouting stuff film, they played. We already knew how they were going to play. We just had to come out and be ready.
Kai, how about yourself? Any surprises early on as far as the way your opponent played?
No, I agree with Morgan. Our coaches do a really good job with scouting other teams and letting us know what they gonna do, what are their tendencies on both offense and defense. So I wasn't surprised at all.
Morgan, it was I believe a 6-point game at halftime. You cut it to 2 late in the first half. Something didn't work the third quarter. Things just did not go your way. Can you put your finger on what did not work for you in the third quarter?
We just had to adjust to what they were doing. They were running the same play in the third quarter, which is why they were scoring. That's why the lead got pushed up. We just have to be able to adjust to the game and be able to basically guard the screens and stuff like that.
Morgan, coach mentioned how she had you playing the post today after Jayla got injured in the Cincinnati game. What was it like playing that position today?
I mean, it's not really I was used to it. I've been in and out through the 1, 2, 3, and 4 this season, so it wasn't really like a shock or anything.
Kai, coach talked about how you've been developing just with each and every time you've been getting out there on the court. What's it been like for you getting a chance to get out there against these Big 12 schools at this point in your career?
I think with it being my first year at the beginning of the season, I definitely wasn't used to it, or at the beginning of the conference, I wasn't used to it. But as I develop my body and get a little stronger and get used to the game, I think I'll make progress. But it's been an experience.
What is it like to kind of go with that Cincinnati game, because you guys were right in there until the very end? Is what would you say kind of worked for you guys in that game, and just how do you feel coming off of that?
I say transition offense. That's our strong suit. KP does a good job of pushing the ball and getting out. So I think we came back with that and just our overall intensity.
Speaking of Caitlin Peterson, coach talked about how KP's competitive, is how she's a leader. She was out there the entire time against Cincinnati, out there for 38 minutes in this one. What is it like to have KP as a teammate, both of you?
It's great to have her as a teammate because we know she's always going to come out every game wanting to win, being aggressive offensively and defensively. We just know that we already know what we're going to get from her every game, so that is really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Kai, as a team tonight, did not shoot particularly well this afternoon. Do you attribute that to West Virginia's defense, or were you all just taking shots that weren't falling? Because that happens sometimes.
I think it was us. We were getting a lot of good looks. It just wasn't hitting for us.
You couldn't hit a 3 to save your life the entire game. Hit a couple late. Can that be frustrating? Because I know you all can shoot when they just don't go in.
It is frustrating.
Definitely.
Kai, you had a new member in the front court with you in Femi. What has it been like, kind of getting to work with her, and how's she been looking in practice, and what does she bring to this team?
I think playing with a new player can be tough because you don't know each other's game. You have to kind of coach her through some things, but she's been doing great. She's adjusting well for as far as like the plays and knowing where she needs to be. I just think we need to do a better job of helping her.
What does it mean? You get a chance to, because you're a true freshman, and so is the Shola Cup. Both of you kind of working together in this front court. What's it like to kind of go through this experience in your first year with Shoal?
I think it's a great experience. I think us getting the opportunity to play as much as we do is definitely helpful to our production over time, and we need the experience. So it's been good.
What do you two hope to take from this game moving forward as you're gonna go head off to Waco for the next one?
Basically knowing that the other team is not going to give up. So when we get the lead, we need to make sure that we're defensively sound so we can keep the lead, and we have to make sure that we're scoring as well. We can't just like play defense and not score because then it's just going to stay the same the whole game. We just have to make sure we keep being aggressive and stuff like that.
Morgan, if there's one area that you would like to see the team do a little bit better, what would it be?
I'd probably say just us being disciplined. We just have to be more disciplined all around the board, offensively, defensively, on and off the court. Once we do that, we'll be better.
Kai, same question to you. What would you like to see the team do maybe a little bit better?
I agree with Morgan. I'll say that and taking care of the ball. Definitely.
Great, thank
And
you.
Best of luck, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
y'all.
Thank you.
Good luck.